What's up, everybody? Welcome to the broadcast. My name's Todd and you are watching Digging Life Deeper. Today is going to be coming along with Todd and enjoy daily activities. First activity, put my IFTA stickers and license in the Big Mac here so I don't forget them. I don't know how. These are 23 and those are 21. I must have forgot to put the 22s on last year. We're gonna do that today. Might as well check on the future clearing at the house here while we're at it, just to see how things are looking. I got a couple little puddles down there, so I've definitely got a couple of low spots. They probably settled with the rain. Some nice brown dirt. I had quite a bit of rain come through yesterday, but you can see my little log bridge, it didn't wash away. And our creek really hasn't risen at all. That area had actually dried up before the rain, and now it's wet again. So it's definitely, water's able to leach to it. That's doing its job. We need to get back down in there one day this week and finish cleaning up a little bit, take a few more trees down. Honestly, I can't wait. Cannot wait. One thing on tap that I don't think I'm going to be able to do today is, since I'm selling that truck, this is going to become my backup truck. Old Lou, my faithful S10 pickup truck. 1987, if you're new to the channel. I'm going to take this toolbox off. I measured it, and that toolbox and fuel pump combo should just fit. I got that toolbox from another one as well. I've just got too much stuff. Nah, I don't have too much stuff. All right, a couple of changes coming up on this channel, Digging Life Deeper, which for some of you who don't know, I have another channel, my primary channel, which is Digging Life 21. On this channel, I'm going to start addressing questions that are asked repeatedly and in detail. You guys, these channels are for you guys just as much as they are for my enjoyment to make them. So if you ask a question in depth, more than likely it's going to get a video made about it. Like some upcoming videos we've got. Number one, how are the hydraulic lines run from my mulching head or mowing heads to the machine? How do they hook up? How do I divert the fluid? That'll be one video. The next video is on the F750. Ford is having to protect their PTOs. They're designed to run around 1,000 to 1,200 RPMs, so they've got them turned down. The problem with that, especially here in the mountains, is when you flip the PTO on and you pull it down first gear or whatever, and you're going to try to tailgate stone and you apply the accelerator, since it's an automatic, it'll only let it rev up to that 1,000 RPM limit. And if you're on any kind of slope with any kind of weight, number one, the truck won't pull. How do you fix that? You turn it off, and then the issue is once you start going up the hill, anytime you're tailgating stone, you have to raise the bed. After you start tailgating and the flow of the material slows down, you have to be able to raise that bed up. It's really difficult. I've figured out how to fix that, and I did fix it on my F750. So that'll be another video. I started this channel as a how-to for people who come from an office job or whatever, that are ready to get out and do something totally different. They're burnt out on it, and I made how-to videos. That's how I started out. It's what I really loved making, and I got away from that because I felt like that I had made videos for everything that was useful. We're going to go a little bit deeper. I started out making videos on how to grade with an excavator. I never made a video on the basic controls, what each movement of the joysticks does, the foot pedals, how to operate the blade, the tracks. So I'm gonna make a video going back to the bare bones basics that is gonna teach you guys how to operate an excavator as if you've never even seen one. And after watching that one video, you'll be able to approach any excavator, start it safely, and operate it safely. That's the goal for that video. I'm going to do also the same type of a video, only for skid steers. I really want my channel to be something, a resource for you guys that you can start from nothing and become something special. In this business, you've got to be versatile. You've got to be able to do all different kinds of things. When you guys are starting out, you almost can't niche down to one specific job. You can't just install culverts. You can't just do driveways. If you're going to grow and do this as a full-time business, you've got to be very well-rounded. And one thing you've got to know how to do is run a chainsaw. That's going to come in handy in more ways. I've used chainsaws to cut plastic culvert pipes. I've used, cut trees, shrubs, everything. So I'm going to do an in-depth video on every aspect of chainsaw operation, maintenance, safety, all of that. That's going to be on there to look forward to as well. So we're just going to run through the day-to-day on this channel. Some days are going to be fun and exciting, some days not so much, but you're going to get a real feel every single day of what I do. More than likely, if I get rained out and I'm just sitting at the house, I'm going to do a check-in video and say, hey guys, well, it's this day, here's the weather, this is what I can't do and why, and how I'm going to occupy myself. Every day is different in this business. Every single day, completely different, and you've got to be able to think and act on your feet. I didn't have anything going on today. I had to take my daughter with my wife to go get her, immunization shots. But I had a couple of calls come in for a couple of jobs. So right now, even though the customer knows I'm coming around 2 o'clock, I'm going to go ahead and text him and say I'll be there within an hour. That way he's not wondering, is this guy going to be here at 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock? It's a consideration thing. Another thing I did is, in this case, it's a 40-minute drive to the customer. I always add 20 to 30 minutes. So I said I'll be there in about an hour. That prevents me from ever being late. I can't stand to be late, and I can't stand for people to be late. First interaction with a customer is usually on the phone, but that first in-person meeting with a customer will set the tone for that entire job. Granted, most of my jobs are 1 and 2 day jobs. Sometimes you'll be on a job for 2 or 3 weeks. This is a chance for you. It's almost like speed dating. It's exactly what it is. You're showing up and you need to come with your best foot forward and be prepared, but also it's your opportunity to get to know that customer, get to know their expectations. And if you feel like you're unsure of what they want, more than likely you're not going to meet their expectations. There's a good chance that's what's going to happen. And you may want to just tell them, this is not exactly my cup of tea. Here's who I would suggest. Don't ever just say, I just don't want the job, if you can avoid it. The best thing to do is to refer them to somebody. So you've still been helpful to them, and sometimes they'll refer you to somebody else that you are geared for. Now, this is me personally. You guys and gals, you conduct yourself how you're comfortable and how you feel. You need to do what you feel is right. It has been my experience that if somebody is extremely specific, especially when it comes to just the rough grading and the dirt and this, that, and the other, and they say you're going to do this, you're going to do that, when you're first starting out and you're new to this, those are the types of people you want to kind of shy away from. I will just tell you that right now. Because a lot of times they're asking you to do something that's going to provide a poor result. They're going to say, well, I want the land slope this way and blah, blah, blah. But they don't foresee that doing it that way is going to cause a major erosion problem, or a major water issue of some kind is usually what it's going to cause. Water erosion or, collection of water. They don't foresee that. The best best people are the ones that call you and say, I have this issue, and they can plainly tell you what's wrong and that they don't know what to do, and they need somebody that knows what they're doing to come and tell them what needs to be done. Those are the people that are the best and easiest to work for, bar none. When they seem lost or they feel like there's no hope for the problem and they just want somebody to show up, those are the best ones to work for. The meeting with that customer at that driveway went really well. Really nice guy. I think we'll probably get that. I just don't like making videos, you know, on the first meeting. I like giving them my full attention. Tomorrow we will be tackling this project. It'll be forestry mulching. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this mulching head off because a lot of that is actually just small brush, and the Bushmaster, that's going to be what we want to use here. I'm going to go ahead and try to get a truck hooked up to this and get that head off. We'll pull this trailer back to the house. All right, if I break this loose, it won't just flop over. Oh, that's nice. Beautiful 60-degree day, so what I want to do is go ahead and bust these bolts out. There's a grease fitting in here I need to hit. So it's my little trusty that little impact will do it. That's fun to try to put back in. Some of these, I thought these had. Maybe a U-joint on. Always old school. This one's always gives problems to me. It really is pitiful. Like, this machine is built so heavy duty in a lot of ways, but in other ways it's just pathetically underbuilt. Let's see what we got. Big old heavy duty head. It's just got this super thin built. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yep, we're about the same. I guess I couldn't be bothered to clean it out for me. Oh, Lord. So that grease fitting I was talking about's right there. And then there's a fitting here, and a fitting there. This inner fitting doesn't have to be greased as much as the others. What I'll do is I'll give it a pump or two and I'll spin it a quarter turn. I'll actually get the machine and crank it up. So to catch you guys up, I got the cover put back on the Fecon, and I had to come back down here to Sweeton Creek Road in Biltmore, near Asheville, to look at a job for a previous client. And that's why I say, treat your customers good, be fair, honest, and it'll pay off, because they will call you back. Home sweet home. One thing I want to do is obviously load up my brush cutter, but I've had my back rear tire leaking down on me over time, so I'm thinking it's probably either obviously something stuck in it, or maybe this is leaking down out of the stem. Oh, nope, that's not it. I don't see anything right off. It's a very slow leak. Oh. Yep, I bet that's it right there. Let's get the soapy water to confirm. Let's try some spit first. Yep. We have bubblage. That's the culprit. That might be gross to some people, but I'm telling you, spit's the on-hand lubricant. Track down the necessary tools. There's that. I thought I was gonna need my soapy water, but didn't. Here's my plug kit. Bit of rubber cement. Perfect, 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 perfect. Let's see. And a good set of pliers. I should grab that nail, I think, maybe. First thing I'm going to do is preload my injector, the plug injector. This is really handy stuff. It's cold right now, so I'm hoping that doesn't affect the efficacy. Come on. There we go. Till I've used this plug injector a time or two. What it does, I like to make sure I get it fairly centered, which I didn't. Perfect. That's ready. Keep it clean. I don't see how hard this nail's gonna be to get out. It's quite flush. It's almost kind of countersunk. I may have to go get a different, get my screwdriver. That's one today. There he is. Got some air pressure on it. You gotta watch if that thing comes shooting out on you. Gotta be ready with our cleaner. And the best thing to do is air your tire up. It's easier to do this. Little bitty self-tapping screw. It's easier to do this when the tire has a lot of air in it. I give this a couple of twists. And what you want to do is you're going to take this and run it in and out, straight in and out with the tire. I'm going to have to do it kind of sideways since you guys are in my way. But you just kind of do that a couple of times. Next, what we're going to do is pull this out. The tire's not going to go flat in an instant with a hole this small. I'm going to get my cement ready. It's on there tight. This cement is just, it's rubber cement. That's all it is. I'll paint that onto the plug after I pull this out. That's one tiny hole. No wonder it took forever to leak down over time. Go ahead and paint some more cement on there. That was just putting up a fight. Dang. There it goes. Whew. Shoot. Now, by gosh. Oh, that takes some pushing. They say to give these a twist right before you pull them out. You don't have to. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Perfect. Now, what I do is I just cut that plug pretty close to the tire. That's pretty good. Oh yeah. That'll work out. Let's go get my soapy water. Now, I just keep this jug of Dawn dish detergent around. Sometimes air will actually come straight through those plugs. This one looks like it worked out. That's fixed. I better get my IFTA stickers put on before the man gets me. That'll do. Always put your supplies back where you got them. Tractor warmed up and we'll load that mower. I've actually got the front right tire of this is leaking, so while this is warming up, we'll spray a little bit of soap on it just to see if it happens. I should really just buy 2 new front tires, but I'm trying to avoid spending money right now with the way the work is slow and the economy and everything. Now sometimes if you don't immediately see bubbling, just give it a couple of minutes. Yep, and it'll usually look like a line of bubbles running down the tire. That is a thorn. right, friends, I think that concludes it. We got this sucker strapped down. We're ready for the big forestry mulching job tomorrow. That video will post over on Digging Life 21 in a few days. You guys be sure to subscribe over there and be sure to comment rotary, because I feel like we're going to be doing a whole lot of rotary cutting. See you guys then.